Good morning. Welcome to the Breakfast Club. This is Joe Shoup. It is Tuesday, December 26th. And I know we said last week that would probably be the last broadcast of the year, but we got a couple of things to touch on. So we'll just spend a little bit of time this morning and talk about what we wrote about this week, the journey. So most of you listening have been on this journey of trying to succeed working from home. The network marketing arena, the home business arena. And unfortunately, as we talk all the time, most people have a difficult time with it. Most people, it's over 90%, 95%. It really starts with the journey. Some people call it, your plan. What is your goal? What are your goals? But truthfully, it takes a roadmap to get to a destination. So let's talk about the word journey. What is a journey? It's the traveling of one place to another, usually taking a long time. That's the Webster definition. The act of traveling from one place to another, usually taking a long time. Now, we are on a journey. Success in this business will not happen overnight. It never does. So we must go on that journey. Now, to go on the journey, that usually takes a long time. Now, in our case, that could mean a year. It could mean 6 months. That's still a long time. To go on a journey with the distance that they describe, it takes a roadmap. It takes directions written down. Most of the time going on journeys, you can't do it from memory, at least the first time. And for most of us, this is the first time. When I say the first time for most, I mean first time heading towards success. Most of the time, people don't have a roadmap to success. So this is the first time you may be planning your success. So just as you would get in a car and go on a journey, takes that roadmap. Now, fortunately, today we have systems to guide us, that talk to us along the way. Still have to plug in a destination. So the question is, what is your destination? And what journey are you really on? What kind of success do you want? Is it financial success, which most people want in this industry? So let's map that out a little bit. So you tell yourself, the first question you should be answering is, how much money do I need to make on a monthly basis to make this worth my time? And that's just logical thinking. That's something you need to know. So if you said, I want to make $1,000 a month to start off, then you must create the roadmap. You now have a destination written down, but now you have to create the roadmap. So that roadmap consists of, obviously, what do I need to do to get there? Well, if you were traveling in a car, you'd have to get in your car first. So in our case, you have to join a company. You have to have a company to go on that journey. We work with a company that it doesn't matter what other company you are with, this is a tool that helps you get to your destination. It's called iClubBiz. And it has a tool called iWebAtool, a marketing system that helps you get to your destination. So now that you know your destination, and now you know the vehicle that you're going to use to travel with, then what are you actually going to do on that journey to get to that destination? Well, one, We said this last week. We'll just keep saying it because it's the basics of building a business, and that is you need a database. You need a database in order to get to your destination. So you could break that down and say, well, what does a database look like? How do I get one? Database consists of names, phone numbers, emails, contact information to reach out to people to determine whether they are a true candidate for your business. And there are two types of candidates. One is a customer. Number two is a customer that actually is a partner with you, an affiliate. So what is the target? Customer. So there are groups of people that you would target for customers. But the truth is, the foundation is you need a database in order to communicate. The second thing that you need is organizational skills. So most people do not have those skills or don't utilize them. And in today's world, it takes a special tool to keep it organized and to run your business. So that tool is called a contact manager. That contact manager does many things. It allows you to enter a database. Now, if you don't have a database, it also allows you to buy a database and work with that group of people to find the interested party. Remember, don't try to interest people in what you are doing. Find the interested people. In other words, if someone is not willing to even look at or not discuss working from home, they are not a candidate. They are not an interested party. The interested parties are people who want to learn how to be successful working from home. That's what you're looking for. Or people who already know how to be successful, that likes your idea, likes your company, likes that particular product or service. But you need to have a manager of that database, a tool that keeps it organized, allows you to contact that person through various tools. That could be an autoresponder. It can be a broadcast system. Many ways to stay in touch with the prospect. So the database plus the contact manager are vital to your destination. They are things you need on your journey. And the third thing that you need is learning how to effectively communicate with that database, whether it's through the contact manager in an email system, a responder or a broadcast, a phone call, a live call. Either way, regardless of the method you use to find the interested party, it still takes a skill to communicate with that person. I think I said this to you a week or so ago. A group of us purchased a little course. Even though I've been here for 20 some years, I don't always have the best ideas on what to say to people on paper. In other words, through an email system, an autoresponder. There are many ideas out there, so we purchased one, thanks to Jan. We found the correct one that we felt was correct, and we utilized that information, and we wrote the letters. A group of people got together, headed by Claudia, that wrote these letters. And now we have a contact manager that allows emails to go out and invite people to look at what you are proposing. And then after filling out information, it gives them follow-up information automatically. That's why it's called auto responder, automatic responder. Once they fill out information and say, hey, I'm interested in listening anyway, send me more. The system does that. Learning to communicate your message effectively takes a skill. It's a learning process. Remember the journey, the act of traveling from one place to another, usually taking a long time. During that journey, that long journey, there are things you need to do. And that's why it takes a long time. It's not just the mileage. It's what you do along the way that creates the success. Learning to communicate is essential to your success, whether that is through the autoresponders, broadcasts, verbal, doesn't matter. But especially verbally, for me, it's one of my fortes is teaching that communication. What is it that you're looking for? What should I be saying? What happens when they say this? What happens when they say that? How do I deal with it? How do I know they're ready for registration? How do I know when the conversation's over? What if they ask me this? Then what? See, if you're not prepared for that, it would be like going on your journey in your car, knowing that it was going to take you a week and you brought no supplies. So I want to encourage you. It's coming up on 2018, a brand new start. You can start over. And you can take the elements, fine-tune them, learn what it is you need to learn. Go on this long journey. Take a year. If you've decided you want to make $1,000 a month, when do you want to reach that destination? If it's 6 months, then you really need to go to work right away with the database, the contact manager, the communication. So I hope you can understand and break down your journey, create success with it. But I promise you, in 23 years of being in this industry, very, very few people get success through osmosis. It doesn't happen that way. It happens because you planned it, because you created your roadmap, and then you went to work. That final piece is the activity. What activity will I do on a daily or at least a regular basis? What days will I work? What actions will I take? What is it that I need to find that first person? The second part of the journey is teaching those people. And if you don't have a roadmap, how in the world do you expect another person to have a roadmap? So my hope is that you understand this. This is the foundation for building a business. It doesn't matter what company you're with. This is the foundation. Now, speaking of companies, we discovered iClubBiz through my partner, Mark. iClubBiz is the contact manager. It is the tool. It is the part of the roadmap. It is the organizational tool that keeps you organized, in tune with your prospect, your database. It organizes it, or you organize it through the tool, then utilize the tools and have consistent action. I can only say this way, the way that I know, which Peyton Manning, one of the greatest quarterbacks ever, has always said, I'm not the greatest athlete, but I outwork everybody. And in order to be successful, you have to do the simple things over and over again with precision. And that's why we tell you to learn communication. the simple little things with precision. You do them over and over again. You jump into the pool. You speak to people. You learn how to talk to them. You learn how to overcome the objections. You learn how to get them to registration. You learn how to introduce them to a director. We use a system probably like no other because we truly have a marketing system. We have a communication system. We don't want new people coming aboard and then trying to handle their person all by themselves. They find the interested party, they introduce them to a director who helps them through registration, and once registered, an introduction is done to a support committee, a support team that then goes out and helps that person set up their business, not the person who sponsored them or recruited them. Lots of times you're familiar with that person and it's difficult to go over their plan. We go over that plan with them and take care of that for you and give you the information and give you direction on how to help them. That's why our emails, our system tells people that we do have a system whereby that recruiting never stops. Because we have the tools to do it. We have the skills to do it. We have the communication process. So, that said, we're coming up on the new year, 2018. Maybe it's time this week you sit back, reflect on what has taken place in your business world and whether you're happy with it. If you're not, then maybe you need a change of plan. Remember that old saying, be careful of the direction you're going. You might end up where you're headed. If you're on going in a direction that created failure all these years, it's time to look at one that creates success. So with that, first, I want to thank you for listening to The Breakfast Club. Hopefully you get good information and you can start on your journey. We realize not everybody will, but if we can just find a few people that it clicks and they say, geez, I now hear it, I see it. If we reach a few people, we're successful. We teach a communication class. Email us if you want that kind of information or you want the tool to help this happen. This is the best tool we've ever had. With an owner who cares, who communicates with the field. So write to us. Let us know you listen to The Breakfast Club and you agree or disagree. I don't know how you would disagree. But I want to wish you a successful 2018. Think about it this week. Set out some plans and get ready to go to work, because that really is the catch to all business is you must go to work. So with that, I want to thank you for listening to The Breakfast Club and participating, being a member, and we will look forward to seeing you develop your own success, create your own success in 2018. We'll look forward to hearing from you and seeing you. And once again, thank you for attending The Breakfast Club. Have a great day, everybody. Have a wonderful new year. Be safe and have a successful 2018. Thank you.